Here we are, lads. Welcome to a little end of season review here, where we'll discuss the final this weekend and much more. I'm here with K5, Brom, and Nang.
Hello.
Welcome, boys.
Let's go.
So, Brom, yourself, you're in the final this Sunday. Like, first thoughts? What do you reckon?
Pain. No, it's going to be a good fight. I respect Dan for what he can do. He's a bit like Wilder. He's can't do too many things, but what he can do, he's really good at. So I've just got to be sharp, because anything less than the A game, then could surprise us. But I'm confident. I think I'll beat him. But I say I think. I know I'll beat him. But
I think
no, it'll be good.
Confident.
Yeah, we fought obviously in the thingy, and I dropped him, and he just decided not to get up for whatever reason. And I fought him a few times, and
Well, that's
we've always had sort of decent
like,
fight.
he could just give up halfway through this fight.
Yeah, he's a bit of a strange one. I mean, I'd love it if he came in how he fought Cass, but I don't think he will.
Yeah. Jab Central.
Jab Central.
I mean, what a bracket we've had this season, though. Absolute huge fights in the Champions League. K5 or Nang, like, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think obviously Dan's had a bit of a disrupted half there. He had a bit of a jokey fight with Cass, and then Benjamin couldn't fight, so he's probably buzzing to get to the final. But obviously he could have got there on his own merit, because in the Champions League anyone could beat anyone. It's going to be a great fight, as fighters as Kush has shown. Like, if you can be at your best and the other person has a slight day off, anything can happen.
Oh, it's a really big fight, and like K5 said, in the Champions League, anyone can really beat anyone. We've seen a lot of surprises already.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, biggest trophy in the business, isn't it? Really. Everyone
Three
wants to win
finalists
it.
in one place.
Yeah, everyone wants to win it. So far, we've had Booch and Feet.
Oh,
There are previous winners.
outrageous.
Yeah, both me and UK5 have been finalists there. But we'll get there next season. No, but Brom versus Dan, that's got to be fight of the year, isn't it?
Yeah. And we've done the Champions League for 3 seasons running, and we've had no repeat finalists. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to see. Everyone just ups their A game every season.
Yeah, it also shows
Just
like,
shows
the
it.
depth as well.
Shows the depth in the league, doesn't it? And how every year, even though new people can join, they sort of quickly become acclimatized to the standard and the level, and new faces, which is always good. It's never good to have the same. Which in most leagues you tend to have the same people sort of rise to the top. Where it was really good, is it? And I like the whole Grand Prix format, where in a league it's very much you have to have form every fight. Where in a cup anyone can win. I know that sounds stupid, but you only have to be right on the night, but for a league you need to be consistent. So that's why I always think tournaments are much more exciting. I mean, we've already had some upsets in this tournament. The biggest one was Benjamin, breaking his foot in training.
Yeah, no one.
I'd love to have seen that fight.
It would have been good, yeah. But oh well. Maybe Ben just leaving it all till next season.
Maybe he's like in a lab just training constantly.
Yeah.
With like Rocky theme tune playing full blast in his bedroom while he
100%.
fucking trains on fight night. So no, I think we're sort of doing some awards, aren't we, for this season?
Yep.
Yeah, can do.
Yeah.
K5, do you wanna lead it?
Well, yeah. So obviously, an obvious award to have is Fighter of the Season. In your opinion, who do you think that should be, Brom?
Yeah, in your opinion, Brom.
Do you know what? This is going to be a controversial one, right? And you're going to be surprised at what I say. So, I think I should be in there in the running because obviously I've won. I've gone first season of the Premier League and I've won it. However, who my vote is going to be is to Suave Jamie, who, considering he only joined the league with a negative record, has managed to stay up, almost got promotion, and got to the PBL Cup final and won it.
Yeah, that's a big shout.
A big shout.
That's my vote.
Okay. I mean, it's hard to look past yourself, Brom, to be honest. Like, and if you win this Champions League, I think that just cements it. If you win the Champions League, that's 100% you. And then obviously you got your pound for pound shield or whatever afterwards. But yeah, I'd say yourself, Brom, to be honest. That's my vote.
Thank you very much.
Nang?
I think that's a good question. I think it is between Suave and Bronny. I'd probably go with Bronny just for the sake that he's been, I'd argue, the more consistent of the two.
Would you lads say AJ from the Championship could be a shout? He obviously won the title there.
I think
that is a good shout, actually.
it's a shout, but I think everyone can agree with me here that everyone was quite lucky that Jamie came in late because I think he probably could have won that league if he joined at the start.
Yeah, I think he AJ he did really well, and obviously very well to win the championship. But two things: one, like you say, he was lucky that Jamie only came in, near the end, and two, the championship. This year, I don't think the level was as high as it was the year before. I might be being biased, but yeah, because you got to think the people who were in it last season. You had like Feet, me, Cass. So I think it was a harder championship last year.
Yeah.
It's still well done though. He still did very good to win.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But he had a
Yeah, definitely.
I think I'll give my fighter of the year to Brom because he came straight from the championship, straight to the Prem, winning it, and that was obviously to the Champions League final. And like Mikey said, if he cements the Champions League final, then yeah, he's definitely the fighter of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you,
You are.
Jason.
Yeah, could even go into the treble, like you were saying earlier. That's big.
Yep.
No one ever's done the treble before. Only Booch has done the double.
the incentive is there now. That's on the A game.
Yeah, that's
Well,
huge.
from fighter of the year, we can go to fight of the year, and I'll start. I think if we're taking fight of the year seriously, it probably wouldn't be. But Cass versus Danielito in the Champions League was a laugh of a fight, right?
I mean,
Cracking.
I've got one. I'll carry on. Sorry, I thought you finished.
But as
Alright.
it is serious, I think fight of the year could probably go to Suave Jamie versus Ben Jamie because I know Suave won unanimously, but every round was pretty close in my opinion.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, fair
That's a
enough.
good shout. I've got one, and
I thought I know what
I
you're
wish we
going to
could.
say.
I wish. I knew you would know. I think we need to have this on replay because the people who have forgotten, right? Me versus Mikey, DJ Mikey, was an absolute barn burner with the last 3 rounds having 7 knockdowns.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was mental, that.
Saying that now,
was it-
Mikey versus Danielito was also good.
Yeah, that was a good fight actually. That was you stunned him so many times. You could have had him out there early. That was this frustrating part.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
So many times I was like, go on, and like you just couldn't. I was like, ah, and then he knocked you down twice. Then you knocked him down. I was like, yes, he's doing it. And I think you got. Did you get 2 knockdowns on him?
I think it was 2. Yeah.
2 knockdowns on him, but you also stunned him 4 times.
Yeah, I know.
You were
I
like
mean-
so close, and I could hear K5's ass go like a chewed orange from here. So
I might have to change my vote to that fight now, thinking of it.
that was a good fight. I mean, like I said, I might be biased just because obviously I was there and I experienced it. But I just remember thinking, oh god, I'm winning this fight easy, and then all of a sudden I just get knocked down like once, then I knock him down twice, then he knocks me down twice in the last round, and then I knock him down like was it like the last 4 seconds or something of the
I
fight?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that was epic. That
That was.
I
good.
remember that round. Having 3 knockdowns in one round. That was class. No, was it 4? Did I knock you out? Did I knock you down the start of the round? Then you knocked me down twice. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because it was around. Yeah, so it was 7 knockdowns in 2 rounds.
Christ.
Mental.
It's not safe,
4
that, is
knockdowns
it?
in 1 round. That is ridiculous. I think we maybe not fight of the year, but definitely round of the year. That would have to go to because 4 knockdowns in 1
Yeah.
round is crazy.
I
But yeah,
agree
so
for
so,
the man of the year.
so if we're going, so anyway, Nang, come on, what's your fight of the year?
I'll probably go Danielito versus Mikey in terms of like the whole general fight.
Can I quickly change my vote, by the way?
Yeah,
Because I've just remembered a
Good vote.
fight.
Oh.
My fight of the year actually is AJ got the belts versus Mikey in the last fight of
Caffrey, yeah.
because it was 1, it was for the title. 2, it was so back and forth, and I'm pretty sure Jaden didn't he just get the knockdown right at the end of the round that made him
Oh,
win
I
it by a
do
point.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last
Because
day had
at
so many
one-
good fights.
Yeah, that was like, so it was the last fight of the season for the belt, which makes it automatically like massive prestige, and then that was so back and forth that Jaden was clearly ahead. Then Mike did a massive comeback, and then Jaden literally just picked the last round, knocking him down.
Do you want to compromise and do Premier League and Championship fight of the year so we can give them both? Because I think
But yeah, they both deserve it.
Can do, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
let's- yeah, go on then.
it's hard to remember all the fights. 'Cause obviously, half of them
It's-
didn't really
yeah.
get saved, did they?
True.
But yeah, there's some.
So we're
there's
all
some
agreeing
good
on
fights.
Premier League fight of the year: Danielito versus Mikey. Championship: Mike
Yeah.
Ranger versus AJ got the belts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think from memory,
Okay.
that's top of the list.
quite hard.
Can we say? Can we just like also bring attention to Cass versus Benjami? Was a fight of the year
Oh,
simply
yeah.
because they were fighting so fast that they were like coming on and off the screen, and you know they were like breaking the time space continuum, and like you know the round would go from 1:39 to like 32 seconds left in the space of a second. They were just fighting at such a fast pace.
And then Cass finished above him.
Yeah. That was crazy like that. But anyway, yeah, moving on. So what's the next award? What are we doing?
I think
Is it-
we'll do this from the start of the season to where we are now. Who do you think's improved the most? We'll start with Nang because he's their outsider, so he
Yeah.
can say.
I've definitely got to go with Suave Jamie, just because, well, like you said, he was coming off a fair few losses, and then he's just gone ahead and turned it around this season. Had a great season. You know, he was very unlucky to not get promoted. Just had a few little things here and there, and obviously the Benjami fight in the tournament, you know, really sealed the deal.
Mm.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think the majority of people would say Suave as well. I mean, I think it was like after the fourth week, he was still rock bottom. I mean,
Yeah,
some
big turn.
improvement. Yeah.
Oh, big turnaround. So
Yeah.
you go with Jamie then, Mikey? Yeah.
I want to say Kush, but I think I'm gonna have to say
Ooh.
Jamie just because he won the
Yeah.
PBL Cup as well.
So I'll segue there because I would actually say Kush.
Yeah.
Because Jamie was already good, and yet he got better, a little bit better, and the turnaround was great, but that's because he was already really good. Whereas Kush, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'd always think, oh, it's going to be an easy fight.
Mm.
But then for him to go from not doing well at all to then out of nowhere securing promotion, right?
Yeah.
And then the way he went on to beat Jamie, and I mean, dominate him, truth be told. Dominate him, and then gave me a hellish fight. And it not just gave me a hellish fight, he looked good in there. Whereas I was thinking, so I'm looking forward to him in the Premier League. I think he's going to really do well. Whereas on paper, I'd have gone, oh, Kush is getting demoted straight away next season. Whereas now, I'm thinking, I don't think he will.
Yeah. Yeah, Kush is a big one, of course. Obviously snatched promotion from Suave Jamie the last day. You don't see stuff like that.
Yeah. I'll have to agree with you, Brom, about the most improved, because I fought Cushion around the 16, and he did beat me like unanimously, but he was like nowhere near the level of fighter he was within the last couple of times we've seen him against Jamie and against you. It's insane how quickly he's picked up his level, and he's definitely a Premier League fighter now.
It just shows
Oh,
what the TBS does.
Oh, it's just like his counters. Like he's hard to fight against because he always counters you. It's so annoying. So we got a 2-2 split there. So both of them win. Most we do
be
both
fair,
win most
like,
improved.
I don't mind
Sure.
changing minds of Kush, to be honest. I think he's got reasons to win the
Have
award.
we convinced you?
Yeah, I think you have, yeah.
Pulled your leg.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Now,
Kush
deserves it,
wins most improved, and obviously Jamie a very very close runner up. Only really because you were already at a high level, but you have moved on. Are we doing
I know what
can't
K5's
really
next
do-
award's going to be.
Go on K5.
It's going to be like most disappointment of me or
This
something.
could be a fight, this could be anything, but what's the biggest shock of the season, you think?
Well, anything.
Yeah, just
Anything.
the biggest shock. It could be a fight result, or it could be like the way the season ends. What do you think the biggest shock is?
I would say probably last season's Champions League finalists getting relegated.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Both Feet
The
and
fact is
myself.
both of them as well.
Yeah, I know.
Feet getting relegated is absolutely mental in my head. I know the reasons why he got relegated because what he told me that he used a cab with like 80 strength only, and said the only person he wants to beat this year is Cass, and that is the only person he beat. But yeah, that's for me as well. That is a shocker. Like I can't believe it's either that or the fact that Jamie won the not Champions League, PL Cup. But I'll go with Feet getting relegated because that is just mental. Like
Also, a good one could be like Ben, how he underperformed this season, possibly.
Ben not winning a trophy is a shock, honestly.
Third place, like. It's
You'd
not usual.
expect Ben to win a trophy.
Yeah.
oh, definitely. I think his heart wasn't in it as much this year. But maybe you could say it's the competitions like was better this year, or his heart might be a combination of those things. But
It's just
yeah,
weird
that was a
'cause
big
you would've-
that was a big shock.
It was. It's just weird because in the final you would have thought because like Jamie and Ben's been training together. It was kind of like you would have think Ben would have taught Jamie the ropes early on. It's just crazy how like he lost so convincingly.
Reminds me of like Star Wars, where Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi meet up, and he's like, where I was the learner, now I am the master, and like Jamie like managed to beat him. Like that, I didn't watch the fight like that. I'll be honest, right? I can't remember. I think I was fighting in DMF when it was live, and I just remember catching like right near the end the round 10 scorecard, and I think it was a zip, and I was like, what the fuck? Like exactly, my voice broke there because I couldn't believe like how Jamie is, because Ben Jamie's a hard fight, like he beats me more than I beat him, so I couldn't believe that Jamie was like handling him so easy.
What do you think, Nan? Because you have a more interesting view in the fact you're not fighting, so you're going to be more unbiased, and you'll have a bigger view from the audience than you would from a fighter's perspective. So, what do you think is a shock from an outside perspective?
I would say would also be I would agree about the former champions finalists getting relegated, getting demoted. I think that's a massive shock.
Yes, you don't really see that often, do you? In anything.
It does put the problem of the championship maybe not being at a higher level as last time, because it's definitely at a high level now. You got a Champions League winner and Champions League finalist in there now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've won the Prem, haven't you, Mikey?
Yeah, first season, yeah. With alongside Nang, wasn't it? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Also, another shock, bit under the radar, me losing to Gibb in the PPL Cup.
I just didn't want to bring it up. I was trying to spare your feelings.
No, to be fair, it was a bit of a lag fest, so that's the only
Yeah.
reason why.
Yeah, since we're talking about the PBL Cup, but we also say that the shock is me getting one punch KO'd by Mike in
Oh,
28
yeah.
seconds into the first round.
It's because no one
Like-
gets to see the early rounds.
Yeah,
and
we're
no one
lucky
gets
none of
to
these
know what's
got
happening there.
broadcasted. Yeah.
Yeah, like none of them got broadcasted. I literally couldn't believe it. I was just like, right, here we go. 28 seconds in. So it's not even 28 seconds in because the rounds are fast. So it's more like 10 seconds into the fight. He lands his second straight one punch KOs me.
That's mental, isn't it?
Oh, I was a bit pissed off, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. People, I don't think they should use 20s, but it's part of the rules, so it is what it is.
Just another.
We'll have our annual vote on that, like we do every season.
But it's like we were saying, it just shows that anyone can beat anyone in these cups.
So from looking back to looking forward, who are you most excited to see possibly return in season 4?
Nang.
I mean, there's loads of names
Do
in
it.
there, isn't there?
Do it.
He's got to come
Don't
back.
bullshit. You gotta fucking come back. Just fucking do it, Nang. Just do it. If you lose, you lose. It doesn't matter. Just have fun. We know
Yeah,
you say
but-
like the punditry. Don't care about the SFC. Just come back for PBL. And if you lose, you lose. So what? Look, even people like Feet have fucking lost near enough all their fights, and people still see him as good. Don't worry about that. Get yourself in and get some fucking mint competition in here. Same as Booch.
Personally, yeah, I'd like to see Booch better than most.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you know who's a bit of an OG shout to get back in? Right. Because if his Xbox didn't break, Ned would be the Premier League champion, right? He might be coming back.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know of Ned, but he's a bit of a loose cannon, isn't
He's cannon, is he? Did he win it like what 1 year, did he? Or
He was going to win season 1, but his Xbox broke. Then Nan came and stole the
he? Trying
thing.
to finish the job, yeah. Nang with that tap in. Tap at the end. No, but Ned's, Nang, Booch, and also Bald McGregor. In the
Well, McGregor.
That's a shout.
not the worst fighter of all time, not the best fighter of all time, but just a decent bit of
Icon.
comp.
You see,
I've got a
I
lad
think-
who might
Who?
join. He was very, very, very good, and I kept asking him. He's like, no, but he might now join, and he is extremely good. I don't know if you've seen him. Nang maybe because of DMF. His name is Hardworking Sloth, and his name is Chris Arstier.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he stopped fighting, but he went 6-0 in there, beating quite a lot of good people. Actually, I think he was Danny Lito actually as well, and Cass, and but he's very good, and he's exciting because he's a pressure fighter.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of
And
people that
put it
want
this
to join.
way, yeah, I'm a good pressure fighter. He's the only person I have to back foot because I can't match him in the pocket.
Christ.
Mint body puncher. He is he's like, I don't know how he does it, but he gasses you. By like round 4, you've got like 50% stamina.
Well,
Mental. So I'm trying to get him in. He'd be a really good addition.
let's get him in
because
the
he's fun to
championship
watch.
when I'm not there. That'd be handy.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get him in this year just and say that Mikey, make sure you fucking get the fuck out of him.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people that want to join back. We'll obviously put out like a Google form or whatever to sign, like first come, first serve, maybe.
Do we have no word from Leander, Mikey?
And, yeah, no chance.
Oh, God.
So yeah, we'll just do like a first come, first serve kind of format, I guess. Like we don't want the league too big, like was it season 2? Because
The league was massive in season 2.
Yeah, I feel with 8 players.
I think
in
I
each
joined
league now,
season 2. That's the season I joined.
Yeah, I feel like it's better this format though. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. It's quick. The league goes quick then.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
can get all the competitions we want to do done quickly.
Any more awards? K5. Underwhelming. Overperform.
You're quite underwhelming, but that's fine.
Alright, yeah, I'll take that.
That's fine, So with the Champions League final, what's your official predictions, everyone? We'll start with Brom because you're actually fighting. So, what do you think is going to happen?
Danielito KO round 1. First
He's gonna
punch, he's going to
KO you
land it.
round one?
First punch, he's going to land it. I'm not going to get up. No, I don't know. I want to say knockout, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say decision.
Ooh.
To me,
Well,
in a
go-
fight that I think that I will go down at least 2 or 3 times.
Well, going off this poll that got put up on the PBL account, it's 73% likely to win. So everyone's got faith in you.
Stick a cheeky tenner on Dan.
But honestly, Brom, I think you're going to run straight through Dan. Maybe like 10th round KO.
Could happen. It's just hard because Danielito's just he's like I say, he's a bit of a loose cannon. He might turn up and not want to fight and just think fuck it, or he might turn up with his A game, or he might be in a weird mood. So, it's I if someone said best day to best day, I think I win 9 times out of 10. But if I'm not on my A game and he's on his, he can beat me, and he uses 20, so that's something always to worry about.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
Nang, what about you, mate?
First few rounds will be competitive, but I think later out you'll pull out a decision or a knockout.
Aye, stop saying this, but someone vote for Dan. They're putting too much pressure on me. Okay, 5.
I'm not going to vote for Dan, I'm sorry. I've got you by knockout in like the 9th or 10th. Similar to
I can
Mikey.
see that. Yeah.
While we're going forward, so basically all 4 think I'm going to win. So
Yeah.
let's see. It's
No
definitely
pressure.
not no pressure. It's definitely not a full-blown conclusion. And form's on my side, but you never know. You can never write Daniel off.
Mm.
Sorry, it's got a bit windy there.
And also the fact that you could win the treble, like we were talking about
Oh
earlier.
yeah, I'll go for it. Is there any sort of, what are like the highlights and like the lowlights you think this season? Like I'll start with Nang. Like what do you think has been done very well, and what do you think, the league could improve on?
I think it's level of competition, everyone bringing each other to their level, and maybe what I think it could improve on is have another vote on 20.
Okay.
I think that still needs to be addressed again.
It's always going to be addressed every season. A 20 rule.
I think the last fight was like split 50-50.
Yeah. Another thing is probably what to do when people don't fight. That's always a big thing in the management chat we see. It's hard to do, though, when people don't show up.
This season's been quite
Yeah.
good though, regarding
Oh yeah,
our
it really
shows.
is.
Only one replacement, Suave Jamie. How'd that turn out?
I mean, me, I think that the things that's gone well is the quality of the fights and I think it's been a lot more competitive this season than it was last season. I think the disparity between Premier League and Championship is definitely closer. I think everyone's raised the game. I think everyone should be proud of themselves. I've enjoyed watching every single person fight, and I mean that. But what I think we could do better is, I'm always going to agree with the 20s, but actually is what you touched on there is say, I think the fights usually get released on the Monday, don't they? Like the upcoming fights for the week. I think that everyone knows that's the time, so everyone should message Mikey on Tuesday saying that they've got, or so everyone should get in contact on the Monday when they get released with whoever it is and set a time, because I know it's not been bad this season, but it's so often that people are just like, I'm on now, and the other person's like, well, you can't just say I'm on now because I'm at work or I live in the UK. You should basically come together like I do it every single time. As soon as I know, when are we fighting? When's best for you? Oh, I can fight Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday I'm at work. How about Thursday? Thursday's good. Boom, done, set in stone. That easy. It's that easy.
Yeah.
You know, people can't just expect the other people, oh, I'm on now. Well, good for you. Like, I'm not. I'm at work. Or, like, you know, I'm in bed. I'm asleep. It's 4 a.m. So just, you know, everyone knows the result. The fixtures are out on Monday. Let's get, even if it's not till the Saturday, that's fine. Just get a time and date sorted. There's no way that anyone's that busy that they can't look a week in advance and go, right, I've got a gap of 20 minutes here. I've got a gap of 20 minutes here.
Yeah, that's what I used to say. Like, surely like 25 minutes of your time per week. Like, surely you can do that.
We've got to head off now, lads. It was good being in here.
Yeah, appreciate it, Nang.
Cheers, man.
Hopefully join next season, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, do it. No, we want an official answer before we let you go.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Oh,
Yeah, but touching on that, I think that's just the fact of having an online league. I think that's just that's what's going to come with it.
also, it's people like, I don't know whether it would make people think, oh, well, I don't mind losing this week because I know I've got this coming up. Whereas when you don't know who you're fighting, you know, you don't.
Yeah, that's.
I just think it's exciting. Like, you're like, oh, shit, I've got Benjamin this week, or, you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
you might choose, oh, not that anyone would do it, but you might choose to, like, sort your fucking home life out around the fixtures and be like, oh, well, I'm just going to conveniently be off this week because I know I've got a hard couple of weeks and I'll be back. I'll book my holiday. You're talking to your bird. When should we go with Barbados? Well, let me just check the PBL ranking,
The old PBL fixtures.
and just see when I got some hard fights. Oh, how about we go away in 2 weeks?
I've got Ben and Cass back to back. You can go there.
Yeah,
I think with the footage now being on YouTube, I think it's going to be a much easier league next season. to
Oh,
follow.
I think having commentary adds so much to it.
Yeah, the addition of commentary and the fact that we can look back on the fights and even pick, you know, fights of the season.
I think another thing going forward we could do is what we're doing here and have a weekly roundup and talk about the results and how the league table's looking.
Yeah,
Fucking
That sort of
matches.
thing, the fixtures that week. Yeah, that's it. And then, like, you know, but maybe streamline it a bit so it's only like 20 minutes, half an hour long. And people might tune into that. And it might bring people in that don't necessarily fight but want to watch the fights and be fans of the league. Draw more people in because they'll be like, oh, you know, look, it's not just I can see who's fighting this week. Oh, this week I don't want to miss it because I know that Brommy's fighting Benjami, or I know that AJ's fighting Suave Jamie. You know what I mean?
yeah, 100%. Obviously, if you're listening to this and have any other ideas, like, get in touch, and they will be heard.
Also, if you want to be in commentary, get in touch.
Yeah,
We
100%.
need to know who would be interested in that,
Nice
so we
getting
can sort that out.
Nice getting a mix of the commentary. getting more people on.
Definitely. And the guys who want to do it but feel like you can't, you don't have to be, you don't have to be Jim Watt, or you younger people might not remember him. You don't need to be like Carl Froch or Tony Bellew or Adam Smith. Literally, even if you just do the old, ooh, good, that adds a bit of drama to
To be
it.
fair, that's what I do. Right?
Yeah. So it's brilliant if you're talking about what's going on, but don't worry. It's always good to have just someone in who's just like hyping it, So
Yeah, once again, get in touch if you're interested. I guess the last thing, shall we do like season 4 predictions?
Yeah, we all know who's in the Prem, so
Exactly.
it's just a championship we're not so certain about.
Well, who do you think will leave? Like from the championship.
Hyden's leaving, isn't he?
Okay. So
If I had a bet on anyone to leave, it'd probably be him.
I think Justin left. Justin
We've
Ban.
got room for Booch and Ned. Lovely.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. Let's say Booch and Ned joins, and that's your championship. What's your predictions, K5?
Probably put Ned at the bottom.
Rock bottom.
But he hasn't touched the game in ages, hasn't he?
What I'm interested about is where Booch will finish. I don't think
what you got?
Booch is as clinical as he used to be.
What you got to think though, I don't know this, Ned, is that form is temporary but class is permanent. So it might not take someone that long. Might not take someone that long to get. I've had breaks on this game for years where I maybe take a year off, and I'm bad for the first few fights, but I pretty quickly get back into it. So, are we doing predictions for who's going to win the championship?
Just predictions for the whole season, I reckon. Even the cups, if you want.
So championship, it depends
Might as well
on
do like top 4.
Okay, so top 4. Can you just do it in any order?
Yeah. Just say who you think.
This one purely depends on how motivated he is. But Feet, if he's motivated, he wins it, or at least comes second. Then I think Mikey. I think you'd come in the top 4. Who else is in it?
There's Jamie.
Jamie, and
Rax there, Fierce, Booch, potentially.
Don't know, because they're all really tight. Like, Rax is good, but he's inconsistent.
I mean,
He'll
Rax
just
is
have
only 4 points off 4th place last season, so.
Yes, he could be all right, but he gasses too much in most fights.
Fierce hasn't got like the urgency. That's the problem.
So I'm going to go Feet, Mikey, Jamie, and I don't know this Ned guy, so I can't really, but I have fought Booch, so I'll probably say Booch.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think we can do a full Prem table because we know who's in there and we know how good everyone is.
Go on, K5. Do your top 4 championship, you may as well.
Championship. I can do it in order. I think Feet, because I think Feet wouldn't want to be in a championship for too long. Then Jamie in second. Then you, Mikey. Then probably Booch.
Wow. So Booch, for both of you boys, is not getting promoted.
Yeah, I don't think Booch is getting promoted.
That's a big shout, that. Honestly, I reckon next season I'm finishing first. I'm doing the Invincibles. I've just got a good feeling that's going to fall into place. Because I don't think Feet will take it as serious.
I think Feet doesn't want to stay in the championship.
See, I think he wouldn't. He just don't really care. Like, obviously, I think Feet will get top 4, of course, but I don't think he cares enough that he'll push for a title race compared to maybe me or Suave. That's just what
So
I think. it is.
who's your fourth then? Who's your fourth?
Right, I'll do it in order. I reckon first me, second Suave, third Booch, and fourth Feet.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Go on a
What about the
K5.
Premier League?
What about what?
Yeah, the Premier League.
Yeah, go on K5.
There's
Who
a bit
have you
of
got in the Premier League?
relegation as well.
We'll start. I think relegation. I think Kush will get relegated, like on the last week.
Wow.
I'll probably say. I might get relegated. I don't want to say that, but
on K5 you will.
okay. And then probably I think Danielito's too inconsistent for the level of the Premier League next season.
I'm surprised you put
Then-
Kush down there.
Nah, I think Kush is going down there. Then fifth, I'd have probably AJ.
Okay.
Fourth, Champions League. Mike probably.
Yeah,
Or it's hard between Mike and Cass. Tough one. It's a really tough one. But I'll say Mike, third Cass, second Ben. Then I think Bromley gets a back to back.
Back to back Prems. Bromley
That's
must be
been
happy with
done
that.
before. Was it?
I don't think he has.
Right.
Bromley, can give us your relegation first.
It's three get relegated, don't they?
Yeah.
Might as well get the table up if you haven't already.
Yeah, no, I already got it up.
Oh.
Right. Kush. Although I think it's going to be very tight at the bottom. Sorry, K5, but you. And probably Jaden or Mike. I just think, even though I might think that, yeah, I'm going to say AJ got the belts, Jaden, simply
What about
because
Dan?
Danielito. No,
Yeah.
he's not going to get relegated.
Yeah, K5's put him down there, haven't you?
I'll put him down.
I don't think he's going to get relegated. I think K5, Kush, and the reason I say AJ got the belts over Mike Granger isn't because I think one's better than the other. I just think that in the hard fights, that Mike will do better than against people like Cass and Danielito. I think he's better suited to deal with their style of fighting.
He was one of my
So-
surprise fighters, Caffrey. I think he really popped up.
That's
this season.
purely it, but it's not a jive against AJ because I think they're just as good as each other. I just think that style-wise, I think that he might sneak a decision where I think that AJ might get knocked out by those other two, just because I think with his style, come forward style, it plays into like the spamming hands. So, and then right, who's going to win it? Or the rest of the table?
Yeah, might as well.
Right. I just have a
It's hard
feeling
now, isn't it?
Danielito's. I just got a feeling he's going to turn up. I just have a feeling he's going to turn up. So I'll say, fifth will be Mike Granger.
Mhm.
Then Cass.
Cass fourth. Wow.
Then Danielito. Third. then me, then Ben.
Oh,
But I might no. I'll back me without sounding arrogant because I didn't want to sound arrogant. But I'll back myself. I'll say Ben then me.
yeah. I'm
I
surprised
just think
that
that
Cass fourth.
Ben, although he has more success beating me, I think he finds it harder fighting people like Danielito and Cass.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? He struggles more against them
Yeah, that's
than
fair.
I do. So I think on a one-on-one, he's more likely to beat me. But I think over the season, I'm more likely to be consistently beating people.
But do you
Well,
not think then
that's-
the head-to-head record will go against you?
Maybe. Might have done. Don't get me wrong. I still think I can. I think I can beat Ben. It was close. Our fight was close. I think he won it by a point. But yeah, it seems like Ben goes into another level when he fights me. I don't understand. He fights very good. So whereas I think sometimes with Cass, he just thinks he's going to win so much. I think he overlooks people too much, Ben, at times,
Right.
because he is that good. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
It's
I think it's easier to say who's going to get relegated than to say who's going to
yeah, 100%.
win. It's so close because you can't write Danielito off, and I know you guys because he is consistent, but it's just the fact that if he stays consistent, he's really good. Didn't last year he come second? I think
Came fourth.
Fourth.
he come fourth last year.
Yeah, because you stopped me from overtaking him, bro.
Did I?
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Oh shit. No, sorry, not last year. Not this year. Like last year. I mean the year before
Oh.
that. I'm sure he came second.
Let me double check quickly.
Season 2. Sorry. I'm sure he came second.
Yeah, I think he did do well season 2.
2-1.
It seemed like he was
Let
more
me-
motivated.
Let,
And
let
then
me
he just
find it.
hasn't been.
Well, he won.
I'll go back for us.
He won the PBL Cup
I'm-
season 2, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So I think when he's really on it, he's up there. I just think there's
Let me
some
find
mint
the figure of
fights.
season 2-1.
There's some mint fights. Like just looking at who's in each league, like
It's always
know.
been fight, bro.
this goes to absolute. Is Gibb gonna fight next year? Is he still fighting?
Don't think so.
Because I mean, I'd be really interested if Nang joined as well, and Booch and you two, and not you two, and you in there, like, and Feet, and I think it'd be absolutely and Jamie, it'd be class in there next year. I'd probably more look forward to the championship than the Premier League, truth be
Yeah.
told.
Yeah, it could be a bit of an underrated league, couldn't it?
I always think it is, because from a bias point of view, obviously when I joined the Premier the Championship, so did Cass, and I knew I was going to get promoted. But there's still people in there that could easily do well in the Premier League, like you, Mikey. You've got, Feet, Jamie, this Ned guy who joins Booch, and that's why it's mint.
I've gone back to the season 2 table. Dan came
Yeah.
third.
Who came second?
Gold.
Gold. What happened to Gold?
I don't know what happened to Gold.
He's still in the group chat, isn't he? But
Yeah, because I don't know. He went off a bit because he beat Benjami a few times, didn't he?
yeah, I wonder if he'd return.
No, that'd make it really good. Are you just keep him 8-8, or would you extend the championship?
Well, that's the thing we were like speaking about earlier. I'm not.
I think the championship should be a bigger league though.
Yeah,
I don't think
Like
that
football,
would make sense.
well, you
though,
got the,
like
yeah, but
mathematically.
then you're gonna have a week off, aren't you? With
Oh right.
and as well as
Yeah.
that, if you have like an odd amount of people, like 9, then someone's gonna have a bye, aren't they?
Yeah,
every
you
week,
can't have
which-
odds,
You got a point. You got a point. Oh, season 2 we had 12 people in each league.
yeah. Christ alive.
Yeah, but we had a lot of no contests. Like
Six people got relegated.
Like it was really because I remember being annoyed that Cass got 2 people who he got 3 no-shows and I only got 1, and he beat me by a couple of points. And I'm thinking you might have lost those guys.
That's what we said in management, didn't we, K5? Like at the beginning of the season, that we want to try and just get the most active fighters, and obviously we've done well there. Only 1 replacement.
I think you've done mint. I think your format's mint. I've been in a lot of leagues, I've ran a lot of leagues, and I think the PBL format is a winner. I always think 1 fight a week consistently is always the best way.
Oh, Mikey, I'll say this: the color scheme you had for season 2 was mint. I just remembered it.
Oh yeah, the Reds.
The red and white was mint, you know.
Well, I've got to try and top that, don't I? Next season.
Or a little bit of black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. No, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Brom, you're saying like how stacked of a division it's going to be next season. Like, I didn't think it'd be as good as it's been, but it can be even better.
I can confirm that Feet is going to try next year. He just sent me a message.
Oh, breaking news.
Oh,
I asked him, said, what's going to happen?
I'll have to raise my game. To be fair, of course, I don't know if Feet was trying in my fight, but I did manage to get a W over him.
I've gone and asked myself. Nank said he's probably not returning.
Oh well. I think with Booch and maybe Ned, that's what I was saying. Like, I think them 2 will return. Possibly Bald McGregor, but I'm not sure he'll be as active. We'll see though. We'll see. I like the idea about making the championship bigger though, and just having like a week off or whatever.
Or having 10 people in the championship and the Prem gets a week off.
Yeah, what do you reckon about that?
Yeah, maybe the first week is just all championship.
Yeah, I guess
That's it.
we could do that, although championship would stat pad a lot more, wouldn't they? Have a lot more knockouts in the CV. But we'll discuss that another time, I guess. I think this has been
That's the one. It's been good.
yeah, I think it's been a good little review. Of course, we've only got 2 fights left of the whole season. 2 huge fights, including this Sunday, Champions League final between Brom and Dan.
Can't wait, honestly.
Let's go.
Can't
I
wait for it.
think, it's going to be fireworks. What would Golovkin say? Big drama show.
There we have it. Alright, well, I'll speak to you lads later.
Yep. See you later. Thank you very much for listening, guys.